In this video, we'll be looking at this Wave speakerphone from Insta360. They did send this in before review, but it's always does not affect our opinion in any way. So this is just the box it comes in. You can see a diagram of the actual speakerphone on the front. On the side here, we have some more diagrams of the different features, the connectivity, and all that. On the side here, pretty similar, talks about some of the AI features, but we'll just go ahead and get into the box here. We'll start with a quick unboxing, and then we'll go ahead and set it all up and do an audio test and all that. So it looks like the first thing we have here is just the actual speakerphone itself. Definitely has some very good weight to it, some really solid build quality. We'll look further into this later, but you can get an idea of the actual device itself. We have the base at the bottom here, and this is the actual speakerphone device. And then on the back here, we have the power button and the USB-C port for powering it. But again, we'll look much more at this in a second once it's all set up. The next thing we have here is just a quick start guide, and then a box with some additional accessories. We'll go ahead and open it up here. There's one box here. We have the safety guidelines and some other information. A nice padded carrying case. Then the actual full instruction manual. So much more than just a quick start guide. It's a pretty hefty little manual here. I'm sure covering multiple languages as well. And finally, we have the long USB-C cable. This will be for connecting the actual speakerphone, of course. You can go ahead and look at this here. So this is going to be a USB-C to USB-C cable for actually, of course, connecting the speakerphone, going in the back of that USB-C port here. Inside here, the final thing is the actual dongle and adapter, I believe. So yeah, you can see the different adapters here. This is a super tiny little dongle. This is going to be for connecting it to the computer. Then we have a USB-A to USB-C adapter as well. So if you're using this with a USB-C device, you can just put this adapter in like this, and then it will allow you to plug it in via USB-C. So again, I'm really impressed with the size of that dongle. It's definitely very tiny, but thankfully we have a nice little storage place for it at the top here. If you want to go ahead and put it in like this, it does sit in there magnetically, so you won't lose it or anything like that, even though it's very tiny. Looking closer at the actual carrying case, it is a really nice carrying case. It's very well padded, has some really good material to it. This part here kind of cinches at the top, so you're able to actually pull on this, and it will close it off for you. So again, really easy to transport the speakerphone to meetings or things like that, using this really nice included carrying case. So yeah, that was just a really quick unboxing to show you everything that's in the box. We'll go ahead and get this all set up, show you the different features, how it sounds, and what it looks like. So looking closer at the Wave device, just on the hardware side, there are quite a few things that make this very impressive. So starting with the microphones, there are 8 different microphones. There are 1, 2 here, 3, 4 on the back, and then the top has another 4. So essentially this is going to allow you to pick up audio very clearly from many different speakers in the room up to 16 feet away. Because it's kind of vertical like this, it's going to do a lot better job than a kind of flat speakerphone, because it's actually going to, of course, have the microphones at the top here as well. So you're not going to have to worry about your laptop screen blocking your voice or things like that, because actually having the microphones on top of the device are going to kind of negate that. So its vertical form factor is a huge deal, but the fact that it has 8 different microphones all working together is really going to pick up all the different speakers in the room, be able to identify them individually, as well as very clearly pick up audio up to 16 feet away. So that's super impressive on its own. But in addition to those microphones, we do have 3 very clear speakers as well. So there's one here on this side, one here on the other side, and there's another one under here, which I'll show you in a second. But the combination of those speakers and microphones make the audio experience really clear. I think both sending and receiving audio are super impressive and super clear, so I'm really happy with that. And that's in part just because of the impressive hardware, but of course the AI software inside of it is really doing its part as well. So on the audio side of things, I'm really impressed with, but I'll of course show you that more in a minute. Another small but very useful hardware feature of this is the suction cup on the bottom. So if you look at the bottom, it kind of just looks like a normal base, but as soon as you put it down, it will kind of stick in place automatically. So if you were to actually bump it or rock the table such, it wouldn't fall over. But as soon as you want to move it, you just lean it at a slight angle, it'll break the suction, and then you can pick it up and take it with you. That's of course going to avoid interruptions during a meeting. If the actual speakerphone you're using falls over during a meeting, it's going to make a loud noise and all that, which is of course never good. So having that suction cup is very key, especially on a vertical speakerphone. And as far as some of the internal components and specifications, there's a pretty hefty AI chip, which is going to serve as the device's processor. It also has 32 gigabytes of built-in storage for your recordings, and a 9800 milliamp hour built-in battery, which gives you up to 12 hours of recording time. So earlier I mentioned that this is a vertical speakerphone, which of course gives it a huge advantage in terms of picking up noise and audio from across the room. But this does go a step farther, so I'll go ahead and actually turn this on. And I think this is by far the coolest feature of this, is just kind of how it reveals the touchscreen underneath. So I'll just go ahead and hold this power button on the back here. This is how you get the battery indicator, but then it will just start lifting up on its own like this. So it almost looks like it's levitating. We have this nice sound that tells you that it's turning on, and again, it looks like it's levitating almost, so I think it's really cool, but instead it just kind of raises itself, and then that reveals that touchscreen underneath as well. So I think the fact that it raises itself like that looks super cool. It really draws a lot of attention, and in general is just another very impressive feature. The other nice thing about it raising and lowering like this is it protects the touchscreen at the bottom, which brings us into the software side of things. So there are many ways to record and interact with this device, but I think by far the easiest is using this built-in touchscreen. As I showed you earlier, the touchscreen is actually hidden until you turn the device on, and then it kind of lifts up and reveals this touchscreen underneath. So right off the bat here, you can see the time and a big record button. If I wanted to just go straight to recording, I can simply press the record button here. It will start recording, and as you can see, it's also going to show a live transcription of what I'm saying while it's recording. So it's going to be generating an MP3 file and also generating a text document with the transcription of everything I'm saying. Of course, also transcribing it live on the actual touchscreen here as well. So that's all really cool, but if I go ahead and stop the recording, it will save for a second, and then it will actually start doing an AI summary as well. So as it finishes saving here, you'll see It does say AI summary, and it's generating it right now, and that's going to take a few seconds, and then it will give you a QR code, as you can see now. And that QR code you can just scan with your phone, and it will just give you a full summary of everything that was transcribed. So that's super impressive. I don't have to use any software on my computer or anything like that. I simply scan this code on my phone, and it will instantly give me a full summary of everything that was being said in the call. This was a very light example with just me talking, of course, but if I had a room full of speakers, it would break it down by each individual speaker, give a full summary of who said what, while still being accessible instantly through this simple QR code. The other really cool thing is because this device has built-in Wi-Fi, my actual transcription and summary is going to be uploaded into my Insta360 account automatically, without me having to connect it to a computer or download any software or really do anything else. That part is super impressive to me as well. Just using Wi-Fi on its own accord is going to automatically save all my files to my account. Beyond just the record mode, there's quite a few other things I can do in here as well. So if I wanted to go play back my files directly from the device, I can do that. So I'll take off my microphone here for a second. So just to give you an idea of what that audio quality actually sounds like, I'll just play back the file I was just recording here. You can just press the play button. So it's going to be generating an MP3 file and also generating a text document with the transcription of everything I'm saying. Of course, also transcribing it live on the actual touchscreen here as well. So that's all. So that just gives you an idea of the speaker quality, which I'm super impressed with. As I mentioned, there's a downward facing speaker at the bottom here, and then we have the two side ones. So it sounds really good. The speakers are really impressive with this. And just on the screen here, I can scrub through the recording, I can favorite it, I can delete it, I can have the AI summary, play it, or of course adjust the volume. So a lot you can do just on the actual device here itself. But apart from that, we can go into the audio mode. This I think is also really impressive. If we want to enable noise reduction, we can do that, and that will just kind of remove environmental noises. So if you have some cars passing or you have people shuffling papers, that sort of thing, it will kind of eliminate all that, just giving you a very clear audio. But beyond that, we can go into the different recording modes, which there are several of. So right now it's on Omni, so it's kind of just capturing everything from every different microphone. This is going to be best if you're having it kind of in the center of the room with a bunch of different people speaking from all different directions, just to make sure it kind of captures everyone's voice and accurately. Beyond that, we can change to a cardioid mode, which is what I should be using right now, for example. This is just going to listen to whoever's actually in front of the speaker. So if you're going to be recording voice memos or a podcast or something into this, then it's really nice to use that mode. Next, we have a super cardioid, so even more so. It's going to be just for a single person speaking into the microphone and do a really good job of capturing that person, while also blocking out noise behind and to the sides of the device. The final two modes here are the figure 8. This is going to be if you're doing interviews. It's essentially just doubling the cardioid mode. So it's going to be picking up audio directly in front of the device and behind it, which is again perfect for doing an interview or a podcast with multiple people or that sort of thing. And finally, we have a stereo mode, which is going to be good for musical performances and that sort of thing. It's going to use the left and right channels to capture audio, but this only works when it's physically plugged into a computer. Every other one I talked about works just kind of on its own, but for some reason with this specific stereo mode, you will need to be connected to a computer. So it's really nice to have all these different audio modes, which make an already impressive microphone sound even better. The other thing we can do on this touchscreen is just kind of go through the different devices settings. I'll go through them very quickly to not bore you, but we have the different AI features here. So within this AI page, you can enable or disable the AI summary. You can see the details of your current plan and then enable the cloud management. Underneath here, we also have Bluetooth settings, there's Wi-Fi settings, you can have a password for the recordings, enable USB mode, change the mic volume, change the device height, some general settings such as date and time and such, there's the dongle settings, and then the lossless audio and screen auto sleep. So a bunch of different settings, you can kind of control everything on this actual touchscreen here. But I think by far the coolest things are being able to change the audio mode, view and play back your files, as well as of course start the recording directly on the device. So this built-in touchscreen is super convenient. You don't need to rely on an app or even another device to use it. You can simply carry this with you, press record when you want to, and it will kind of do everything on its own. And you can really easily use it essentially as a standalone device. So while it works really well as a standalone device for recording voice memos or transcribing meetings or that sort of thing, it unlocks even more functionality when connected to a computer. So there are several ways to connect to a computer. That's via Bluetooth, the included USB-C cable, or the included dongle here using the adapter. So right now I'm using the dongle with the USB-C adapter. As you can see, I just have the Audacity app open, and I'm actually able to use it both as a speaker and a microphone on my app here. So I can just go ahead and start a recording. I'll unmute the device here first. So I can start the recording on here. Then I can just talk, and of course it's going to be picking me up through the Insta360 microphones right now. I did change it to be on super cardioid mode, so it should sound a little bit better because I'm a single speaker here. But I can, again, just kind of record it through here. Then when I press stop, I'll put the microphone here just so you can hear it play back, but then I just press play. Then I can just talk, and of course it's going to be picking me up through the Insta360 microphones right now. I did change it to be on super cardioid mode, so it should sound a little bit better because I'm a single speaker here. So even unrelated to all the different recording and AI features, it does a really good job as both a speaker and a microphone for your computer. As you saw, that was just an example in the Audacity app, but you can of course connect it to Teams or Zoom and have a really good speaker and microphone solution with the advantage of optional recording and AI features when you need them. And as I mentioned earlier, it does automatically upload your recordings if you want it to. So here I have my Insta360 account. These recordings were from earlier today, and they were uploaded automatically via Wi-Fi from the device. So I didn't have to connect it via USB or using the dongle or anything. I just recorded it on the device, and it was uploaded automatically via Wi-Fi, and now it appears here in my account. So I can click on a recording here, like this one for example, and it will show me the summary here. and I can view the whole transcript here as well if I want to. I can actually play the recording, of course, as skip through it and all that. So it's a really nice feature. I didn't even have to go through and scan the QR code like on my phone. It just uploaded everything automatically into my account. You can, of course, disable this if you want to, but for me, it's an incredibly useful feature to have. So all the different features and everything I've showed you make the Insta360 Wave an incredibly solid productivity device. Whether it's using it standalone to record and transcribe voice memos, adding it into your work from home setup, or even bringing it into an office to record big meetings, the combination of its software and hardware capabilities are sure to be useful for most people. But despite all of its existing capabilities, there's one thing I wanted to show you that really brings it to the next level, and that's its compatibility with the Insta360 Link to webcam. So as I was showing you earlier, the top part here has this kind of magnetic piece, and that's where you can store the dongle. But if you remove this cap here, it will reveal a kind of connection like this on the top of the device here. And very conveniently, that matches perfectly with the connection on the bottom of the Link 2 here. So they are sold separately, but if you wanted to have kind of an all-in-one webcam and recording setup, you can simply snap this Link 2 onto the top of the device here. It will configure for a second. Then you have a truly complete, awesome setup for video conferencing. The Link 2 will actually be able to use the microphones of the Wave and turn on its own to whoever's speaking. So this does actually rotate, of course, like this. So say I'm in a big meeting that's also being broadcasted, the camera is actually going to turn to whoever's speaking and make sure they're always on video on the call. It does turn 360 degrees and rotate up and down, so it's going to really make sure whoever's speaking is in frame, which is going to make meetings much more interactive for people watching online as compared to just having a single camera for the whole meeting. So it's a really cool integration. Both products are incredibly solid on their own, but the combination of them makes for a really awesome meeting setup. You get all the audio and recording features of the Wave, combined with a camera that can intelligently turn to whoever's speaking using the Wave's microphones. I thought that was an incredibly cool option that I just had to try out, and everything works exactly as it should, so I can definitely recommend this productivity setup from Insta360.